Hey babes, it's me, Shannon B for BrownGirlBella, back to bring you more lips, lashes, and luxury. It is BELLAmas Day 3. And I'm coming to you with a fresh face because this is going to be a little get ready with me. And because you're probably going to see this late, I think I'm filming this on a Wednesday. I'm calling it my way back Wednesday because I'm using a palette that you probably can only get on eBay at this point because it's been around for years and it sold out twice and it had a lot of hoopla around it. It is the Dose of Colors Desi x Katie Friendcation palette. Let me tell y'all, when this palette came out and I saw the packaging, I was like, oh yes, I must have that. You know, anything rose goldish, blingy, they had me at hello. And then I saw both of them use this, and these colors are so beautiful. I mean, really, really gorgeous. So we're gonna do a little fun thing today. I'm gonna play around with the palette. So I'm getting ready to have drinks with a friend. So I figured, why not get ready with me? Also knock out a vlogmas vlog. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. So here we go. So I'm going to let you know when we're going way back with a product because I did bring out some oldies but goodies for this vlogmas. Excuse me, BELLAmas. Okay, let's get the proper name. Some respect on my name. It's BELLAmas. It's BELLAmas. So getting ready, and I wanted to, you know, take you guys along on the journey. So it's December and there's going to be lots and lots of content out talking about the holidays and, you know, parties and things, and I'm going to be talking about that as well. But I thought for this day I would just give you like a get ready with me using some older products that you may have. If you have Friendcation, definitely bring her out. You know, now's the time to experiment with some of your makeup that you have in your arsenal. And I know a lot of people were asking me like, what is in these drawers? What's in here? So I am going to finally share with you what is in here and my semi-organization, because I really have to organize it a lot better. And then you guys have not seen my desk, which is now cluttered with stuff, but I'm going to take all of the stuff that's on my vanity, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to show you the vanity and what's inside these drawers, which are more or less stuff that I kind of reach for every day that I wanted to keep top of mind so I don't have to keep turning around to use them. With the exception of my blushes by Mother Pat, which I keep behind me. So I don't mind reaching back for that, but like my everyday staples, I try to keep on the vanity or near the vanity so I can use them. And so lots of invitations are popping up. People are going out. And this first week in December, I've got so much stuff to do. I've got 2 parties on Saturday. My buds from House of X Entertainment, Watson and Leo, had invited me out for like a BBQ's dinner on Friday night, which I don't know now if I'm going to be able to make it because I've got some work to finish up. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. This is the new 22 concealer by Mother Pat that I'm putting on. I did not put my foundation on yet, so I'm doing this a little bit out of sequence, but I'm like, sometimes you need to mix it up, right? Sometimes you need to mix it up and do some different stuff. So I'm just patting this in. I really like this concealer. I don't know if I would use it all over. I think my 21 and 24 is kind of where I need to be. But it's good for a under eye concealer because not only does it control the dark circles, but it also gives me a bit of brightness underneath the eye. So I don't have to dip out to another shade to give me that brightness. This kind of does it for me. Oh, my little traveler is still here. It just does not want to go away, that pimple. I think what it is that with the products that I'm putting on my hair, because my hair is sometimes, a lot of times in my face, especially when I part it in the middle, I think that's why I'm getting the pimples right there on my cheeks. Makes sense. So, you know, gotta live with it for a little bit. Let's put a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Flawless Filter in the shade 6.5 Deep. And this is like a brightener to the foundation that she has. And I just heard that she's actually coming out with a new Airbrush Flawless foundation. This is the one I have in 12.5. And I'm interested. I'm intrigued to see what she's going to come up with. I'm going to use my Sonia G brush, the Jumbo Base, which I just noticed is the same kind of shape as this from Morphe. This is the one E63 from Morphe, and this is the Sonia G brush. So this is synthetic, and of course this is natural hair, but it is mixed so that you can use it with foundation and all of your cream and liquid products. So first I just buff the filter in to my skin, and that instantly gives me a little bit of warmth, and I don't really need to put more than one drop of the foundation in because her foundation is full coverage. So I'm interested to see what the new filter is going to be like, because this is pretty good. This is a, I would say, medium to full coverage foundation. So I don't know if the other one is going to be a lighter foundation or the same kind of foundation as this, but we'll see. And this is one pump, and like I said, it will cover the whole face because she's thick. She's really, really thick. And you know, since I'm going out and it's now nighttime, I want to kind of make sure that, you know, the coverage lasts at least throughout the evening while I'm out. It'll probably be just a couple of hours. I don't think I'm going to be out for that long a time, but I definitely wanted to use this because I have not used it in a while, and you know, since I'm bringing back some things that I haven't used in a while, I figured I'd bring this out as well. So that's where we are. I like the coverage. It's just that, you know, who needs a whole lot when you're not really leaving the house. But since we've been venturing out now, you know, I went out for Thanksgiving, and it was good. It was good being around people. It was good being around family and friends, and, you know, just reconnecting, because we haven't all been in the same room for 2 years, right? Long time. I cannot believe it's been that long, but it truly has. I'm going to use some Hourglass as my eye primer. I'm just putting one dot on each eye, but I'm spreading it out because this actually gives me very good coverage across the eye, and I don't need a whole lot of it to kind of base the eye properly. One dot, or rather a half a dot for each eye, covers it really, really well. So I also have a lot of, like, now that everything is starting to open up, where I'm getting more invitations to do things. So I have like 2 parties to go to on Saturday. I'm going to see the Dior exhibit as well. So I will be taking you with me to the exhibit so you can kind of see the Dior exhibit. And we're going to do a lot of fun things this BELLAmas. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of Laura Mercier's powder. I'm going to put a little bit of that underneath the eye, kind of lock in that concealer. And then just a touch on my eye in that crease so that it doesn't crease up as much. You guys remember Laura Mercier, right? I got the small version. It was empty, and so I had one of her honey, the newest one, the newest powder. I had some of that, so I put that into this jar here since it was empty, and I'm using that. I really like it. I think it's really pretty, but I have honey by Fenty that I use as well. Let me share with you that one. So here's honey by Fenty Beauty. Again, you know, reaching back to some of my faves. This was one of my faves that I love. And now that I have other powders, I haven't been reaching for it as much, but today we're gonna do that. We're gonna go way back. So we're gonna swirl this all over the skin, lock in that foundation. Make sure it is all in. There we go. So we're all ready for our bronzer and all of that good stuff when we get to it. But let's go into this palette because I'm excited to use it again. So again, here are the colors. I'm not going to go into like which color is which because I don't know if this is even available for purchase anymore. It's probably on eBay at this point or one of those other sites like that. So I'm just putting one of the tannish taupey shades in the crease as like my transition color. And I'm using the Rephr number 15 brush. Just throwing that into the crease. Like I used to take this palette with me everywhere. When I traveled, I think I went to Belize and like I went on a cruise through Central America and I brought this palette with me. I had a ball trying on all the colors and just using this. Like you can go so many different places with this color. I'm using now the taupey-ish brownish kind of shade at the bottom. And I'm putting that right into the crease. Just very cohesive, like all of the colors here kind of mesh with each other, and you know, you can do a whole host of looks with this palette, which I appreciated. And if you wanted to keep it simple, you can like throw one color into the crease and be done. Definitely. I think I'm gonna go with the blue color right here. I think that was called Game Over. Very nice. So I'm gonna use that as my all over lid color, and I'm going to use the classic crease for that. And like years later, like you can still use this palette and it still works. Just really, really a nice palette. And the fact that these shadows haven't like dried out or became crumbly or anything is a testament to how good this formula is. I mean, it's been years since, at least 2 years since this palette came out, and look at it, it looks like it's brand new. And I had bought a backup of this. I just don't know where I put it because I was going to use it for a giveaway when it first came out. And much like what's going on now, I don't think I'm going to reach the numbers by the time I need to. So I just kept it in my giveaway bag. So it might be in my giveaway bag that's like overflowing now with things. It could be in there, so I definitely have to check that out. I'm gonna take this beautiful like golden honey shade, which is called Churro, I believe. I'm gonna take that with my finger and I'm just gonna tap that into the front section of my eye, the inner corner. Yes, very pretty. Really pretty. All right, and then I'm gonna go with my Midnight in Paris. This is the Marc Jacobs eye kohl, and I'm just gonna run that along the bottom. Then I'm gonna grab my rougher number 21 brush, which I absolutely love, and I'm gonna go back into Game Over and mix it with a little bit of the purple one called Basic. So we're gonna basically mix these two together. We're gonna run that under the lower lash line. And just to build the color back up a little bit from Game Over, I'm gonna use a little bit more to just tap it onto the lid. All right, so before I put on the blush, let me show you what it is. Another one of my throwbacks. This one is by Laura Geller. This is the Baked Blush in the color Bali. So here's what it looks like. And let's take another rougher brush. This is the 04. And we're gonna put that on the cheeks. And now we can build it up a little bit more. And for our throwback highlighter, you know we gotta go dose of colors again. So you know for the highlighter we have to go Dose of Colors again with Desi and Katie, and this one is Chasing the Sun. I love, love, love this. It's definitely one of those blingy highlighters, so I just tap the edge of my fan brush in the product and I just dab it on. If you want to keep it subtle, and of course if you want to bling it out, strike it across and just fan it right in, and pop, you got your blingy highlight. I love that this was one of those that you can tone down or bring up the tempo, whatever you're feeling like. And since it's nighttime and I'm going to be outdoors under heated lamps, I want to just, you know, have that extra bling. And finally, for the lips, we're going to use Mother Pat McGrath's Ground Control Lip Liner. And a throwback wouldn't be a throwback without this baby. This is also from Dose of Colors, the Desi times Katie Friendcation with Over the Top. This gloss sold out so quickly, but it's a gritty one. It's a gritty gloss. You can taste and feel the sparkles in here, but it's so beautiful. And there we are, the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. this little get ready with me for the holidays. Now I'm gonna go change my top, put on my blingy one, and I'm going out to have some cocktails. Happy holidays, and now you've been Bellafied.